Namaskar students, class 12 mathematics practices, data handling using pandas 1. This series is going on. So let me begin with this video. Myself Sanjay Parmar, I welcome you on my channel Tutorial AICS IP. So in previous video we have discussed about how to delete rows and columns from data frame using columns, indexes and drop methods. Now in this video I will explain you some other data frame functions which is given in your syllabus: rename, head, tail, concat and merge functions. So let me begin with rename. Whenever you want to rename a column or any rows index, you can use this rename method. So the first syntax to rename column and index is df.rename columns equal to old column, new column, then index, similarly old index and new index. So let me do here in Python practically. So first, when you want to do such thing, you have to create a data frame. So data frame I have already created. Before I will start this practical, I would like to say, if you are watching my video first time, if you are coming to my channel first time, please subscribe my channel. And if you are watching my videos regularly, like the videos and share video with your friends. So let me begin with rename column. How to rename this column? So I have made one data frame here. That name is rename. That file I have saved. Okay, no problem. If it is not there, let me copy from my blog only. I have created here. So first I will take it this one, copy and file new, paste. This is not required right now. I will show you that practical. Okay, so first you have to create one data frame. One data frame is already with me here. Now in this data frame, what I have done, I have taken 5 subjects and 5 students marks, and index is given as roll number. Now in this roll number, what I want to do, I want to give this column name as English, Physics, Chemistry, Biology, and these are the row indexes. So let me check the data frame is created or not. So here it is asking for saving. Let me save the file with rename. Okay, here output will come. Now in as per the syntax, what we have to do, we have to rename these columns. So first we are trying to rename columns. df dot rename. So here you provide the list in parameter column equal to column name. First column name I want to rename as ENG. When you are using this rename method, you can write like this, and again print df. Okay, let me save it and let me check the output is ready. Yes, here output is ready for our initial data frame. Now I have renamed only first column. So here write old column name first, English in single quote, after that colon. So only single column I have renamed. Okay, here it's showing invalid. Okay, syntax, as per syntax it is correct. Let me check what is the problem. Okay, df dot renames columns equal to English. Then yeah, this bracket we have to change. I have provided this bracket by mistake. So we have to provide this bracket. So now here you can see the first column is renamed. Similarly, you can rename multiple columns. Just provide your list in this curly braces. Second one is Physics. I want to rename it as PHY. PHY. Third column is Chemistry. I want to rename it as HE, Chemistry. So like this you can continue with that particular columns. See here 3 columns I have renamed with the short names. Now let me try to rename indexes. So index equal to, same manner, provide index name first, 1201. It should be name. So name I want to put that Anu. Here. Okay, so here that name is coming. Okay, ABU was written in place of Anu. Similarly, provide comma and provide the index name, so you can rename that particular index also. 1203. Then the name should be Bhavi. Let me check. See, here it is renamed. We have provided 1202. So like this you can rename columns. Now another method, that is you can rename columns using columns property in following manner. So whenever you want to rename columns only, you can use this property. But there is one difference is there in between these two. When we are using this rename method, we can provide limited number of rows or specific rows or columns. But when you are using column properties, you have to provide all the column names, whether you want to rename or not. So here we can do like this, df.columns. So write that first, df.columns. Then this is one property. So here you have to use equal to, then provide list of columns. So first only new names you have to give here. So that will be automatically renamed with this PHY, then CHE, then BIO. See, if I am missing a single name even, it will give error. See, expected axis has 5 elements, new values have 4 elements. So you have to provide all the column names, whatever column names you want to keep. If you want to keep name as it was given while creation of data frame, you can give the same name. So now let me run it. Here df equal to, okay, I think it is not required. Let me check. Okay, so here you can see all the column names have renamed. Similarly, you can use df.index also. So let me try that one. I am just putting df.index equal to the same thing. Now provide the index name Anu, comma, Bharat, comma, Chavi, comma, Dhara, comma, Dhaval. So these 5 names I want to rename as index. So these 5 names I have provided, and let me check. See, all 5 names has renamed here with the indexes. Roll number index is given earlier, so it can be renamed like this. Now next, head and tail function. It is very easy and common. Very simple function. If you want to return top rows, then you can provide number of rows into bracket as argument, and you can return the number of rows, top number of rows. Now this we have to given normally, that we have to give in print only, that print function. Okay, let me copy this, Control X and Control V. Now check the output. Top 3 rows will be written here. Similarly, you can use tail function too. So for tail function, same I am copying, Control C and Control V. Now here I am writing 2 and the function name is tail. So you can see here the bottom 2 row has been displayed, and here top 2 rows. So head and tail function used in this manner. And next method is concat. Concat means you can combine more than one data frame. So I have created one program for that. Let me open that only. So to save our time, concat. So in this you can observe two data frames I have created. First is science, second is for another one. So this is not commerce actually, this is similar one. So let me try DT1 and DT2 like that. DT1 then DT2. So I have two data frames, DT1 and DT2. So here let me create, this is for DT2 and here it is DT1. And indexes I have provided. So two data frames created like that only. And then here we are using pd.concat. The function requires the list as a parameter. So here list is provided, that whatever data frame we have created. Now let me check. So it will combine like this. So whenever first data frame is ending, the next one will start. So like this you can provide. Now if you want to remove these indexes, whatever we have created, and want to display something else or default index, then you can write here ignore underscore index. So ignore underscore index equal to true. So that time the default index will be generated 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. So I hope you understood this concept. Now next is if you want to display column or want to connect column, means not row wise. Here I have concatenated row wise. Now this will concat your data frame column wise. So columns will be merged. Here you can see this column is coming like this. So wherever data is not available, it will come in this manner because there data is not available, but here data is available. So I hope you understood the concat concept. So whenever you want to merge more than two data frame, you can use like this. Concat means join. Now another last function is merge. So let me do here only. We have already created two data frames. The syntax is like this, pd.merge. So let me write 12 equal to pd.merge. Only one difference is there, it will accept argument in bracket as parameter only. So here we will provide 12 underscore 1. Two data frames, it will go like this. There we have provided list, and in merge we are providing like this. So let me check. So here this data frame is showing like this, only one. In merge it is showing only one, it's not merge. So let me check what happened to with this. Okay, merge function. Okay, here this example is given merge. Okay, so it requires different data. See here I have provided different data, so that's why it is going to merge. So with same data it won't work. Now let me try this one in new file. I will provide you this link of blog for detailed notes. You can read from there and you can perform the practicals also. So now here first player ID generated, then name, first name and last name, and here I have created like this as we are doing in database primary key and foreign key concept. So this is one data frame, this is another data frame. Now that I have merged here like pd merge and then players. So let me check the output now. Player df, save. So here it is coming, it has merged right now. See, common column will be used, that is not displayed once again, only this is merging like this. So on similar data you cannot perform merge, it will display only one data frame. So here something is required which is common. So this is difference between concat and merge. So I hope you understood the concept. So if you like my video, please give me thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, if you watch my video first time, subscribe my channel and press the bell notification icon to get the relevant update. We will meet in next video now. Till then, keep watching, keep learning.